Well, this is kind of a video out of the ordinary. I should have some fun with this one. I had one of those days, my cable company, it's called Patriot Media. Let's see if we can make that visible. Well, anyway, here's their bill. Patriot Media. It just got bought by Comcast for $7,000 a customer. But anyway, so a while back I switched from regular cable, the premium channels, whole smear, down to just basic. Okay, so my bill's $15.40 a month because there was absolutely nothing on cable. I mean, maybe if they had a YouTube channel, I might pay for it, but there was nothing there. So I didn't bother getting the extras anymore and just had the basic service. And so it's been like that for a couple of years. Now, so my bill is $15, right? And so, sometimes I get a couple months behind just because it's this stupid little bill. Who wants to write a check for $15? And I would always then pay ahead a couple of months. So if I got a bill for $30, I'd end up paying $70 and just, have a couple of months not to worry about the bullshit. And probably I should have just kept prepaying the bill, but I didn't. So anyway, so my bill got up to what is technically it's $50. Well, it's $45 that I actually owe them. And they tack on these $5 fees, so for each month I was past due, they tacked on another $5. So it's $15 in late fees for a grand total of $62.16. All right, so I get a phone call today telling me, we're disconnecting your cable, and they want me to have some sort of immediate reaction and okay, I'll rush right over and pay you. And no, I was just like, okay, so. You want to disconnect it, I'll never reconnect it again. So if that's what you want to do as a business, then go right ahead. I mean, I guess, somewhere in your computer you probably should have the fact that I've been paying my cable bill for 20 years, never not paid my bill, and that I have a perfect credit rating in a sense because I have absolutely no debt. So anyway, so I don't know if this is the way you treat customers. It's okay, it's your prerogative. If you want to disconnect it, disconnect it. But and then I finally told them what. But I would like to talk to a supervisor just so I have somebody's name to put down so I can tell Comcast when they call me to try to sell me services, so I can explain to them why they're going to have to pay me $500 to sign up with them, because I consider this rude and disgusting. And if a company is going to be employing rude and disgusting people and stupid software, then I'm not going to do business with it, and they're going to have to pay me to do business with them. So anyway, so they, put me on hold for 15 minutes, and then finally the person came back and said, oh, well, the supervisor will have to call you back. And so she gave me his name. His name is Sal Pace, right? So he never called me back. And then, about an hour ago, the cable guy knocked on my door. Well, he actually knocked on my neighbor's door, and my neighbor came and told me that the cable company guy wanted me. And so this moron is sitting in the driveway with his truck, and he tells me he just disconnected my cable. And he just wanted to let me know he just disconnected my cable. And even the irony of this, I mean, they send a guy out, and he doesn't come to you first and say, well, look, you want to give us a check for $62? Or you want to give us $62 in cash, and I won't disconnect your cable? No, he doesn't. They're not smart enough to even do that. They tell me after they've disconnected it, that they've disconnected it. Like I'm going to say what? Oh, well, here, let me give you some money so now you can go right back up on the pole and connect it again? No, I'm not going to do that. So, it's just, so 3, 4, how many imbeciles do we have to run through in one company? I mean, it's obviously a company just hires imbeciles. And they've, like I said, they paid $7,000 per customer for this company. And look at this bill. I mean, it's like a second grader formatted it. I mean, it's childish in its crude simplicity. I mean, it has no flair at all. But they do have a phone number. It's Pat 1776 because it's Patriot Media. Isn't that cute? Pat. Like I want to be looking on my phone for letters. At least put the regular phone number underneath it, you morons. You can't even figure that part out. So anyway, they have software that runs a company that can't figure out the difference between customers who are compulsively late in their bills for hundreds of dollars and customers who have reliably paid their bill for decades. I mean, isn't that incredible that this is the state of affairs? It really is 1984. I mean, corporate Big Brother. I mean, this kind of stupidity is running the world. I mean, what is their advantage here? they know, I mean, theoretically, there's absolutely no reason not to believe I wouldn't pay the $62, including the $15 worth, which is really 25% interest. Including the 25% interest. There's no reason to believe I wouldn't pay it because I've paid it in the past. And so here they're going to disconnect service and lose the money that I was paying in every month. And they gain nothing. I mean, they paid a guy to go out in the pole, disconnect it, so all the wiring is still there, all the hardware is still there, everything's still in place, and they're just not going to be getting any money. And you're saying, well, how does that make any sense? If I was a company, why would I do that? I mean, why would I lose money deliberately? I mean, why would I get rid of a customer that's paying at least something? I mean, even if I only paid half my bill, I mean, since the infrastructure's already been paid for, that's better than nothing. But this is a company willing to get nothing. Now, forever. Because, like I said, I'll never reconnect again. I mean, I just won't do it. I refuse to do it. They'll have to eat this bill right in front of me. They'll have to sit there and chew it and eat it before I will allow them to connect anything to my house again. Because they are just such imbeciles, such motherfuckers. I mean, to call somebody up and extort money, $62 fucking dollars. I mean, it's just such an insult to my intelligence. To say, no, we're not going to trust you, Gary. If you say, oh, sorry, I got behind in the bill, yeah, I'll send you out a check. That's not good enough for them. After 20 years, that's not good enough. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible? We live in a country where this can happen on the 5th of July, right? What the hell is wrong with the picture? I mean, isn't it just, I'm stunned, I'm amazed. It's it just, like I said, it was just such a perfect illustration of how we are going straight to hell. I mean, I ended up getting almost in a fist fight with the idiot in the driveway. Because you know what he said to me? He said to me, well, you're cheating the company. He called me a cheater. The little motherfucker called me a cheater. I mean, it just, and this is how they do business. This is, and you're saying, these people that work for the company, you're saying, what is their incentive to do this? I mean, don't they understand that the customers are paying their salary? And if they fuck the customers over, the customers aren't going to pay their salary anymore? Don't they understand that that's how it works in the real world? I mean, you people out there, you have jobs, right? I mean, you really think you can fuck customers over and still get a salary? You're going to get paid to do that? I mean, it really is incredible that these are actual human beings that go home every night and somehow can, live domestic lives and be people that you might even meet on the street and think were okay. And that their secret agenda in life, though, they spend 8 hours a day or whatever it is, they probably goof off most of the time, is to, be completely illogical drones for a company that doesn't even have software smart enough to know the difference between $400 and $62. I mean, it just stuns my brain. I mean, how did we get to this point? I mean, how did we get to this point in America that this kind of crap goes on? I mean, especially in an environment like Comcast. You think they'd be smart enough to tell Patriot Media when they bought the company, well, don't go fucking any of your customers, okay? Because we got to get $7,000 per each one of those customers to be able to get our money back that we just paid you for this stupid company. So please, don't fuck us and, screw up with a bunch of customers and get a bunch of people pissed off. Alright, so just lay low. We'll take care of any overdue bills and stuff. We'll work that out because we want people's money. We don't want people thinking we're fucking Hitler. I mean, and you're saying, so even Comcast isn't smart enough to tell Patriot Media to act civilized for the, during the buyout period, And because, Comcast is going to, you're going to foot the bill for this. I mean, you're going to send me all kinds of marketing materials and you're going to give me all kinds of phone calls. And each time I'm going to tell them, well, no, this is the story, and I'll waste their time with the story, and I'll say, no, you've got to come to my house and eat my old cable bill before I'll do business with you. All right? I mean, it's just so funny. And so the real irony here, okay, let me get to the real funny part. I only got 30 seconds. Okay, the real funny part is Verizon has just got the state right to go into the cable, the video business. And so, their box is already on my house, and it's just like they just threw me right into Verizon's hand and said, yeah, go ahead, pay Verizon the money you were paying us. Just so stupid, so stupid.